kids, had no relationship with my wife. I'd kiss my wife goodbye and say, "I'll see you tonight, honey." And I'd stay gone for a month at a time, 3 weeks at a time. And every time I walked out the door, I was heading to some other woman. And when I walked out the door, she didn't know if she'd ever see me alive again, because I carried a .357 and a 9mm. Part of the time I had a briefcase with an Uzi in it in this hand, and a briefcase in this hand with $40,000 or $50,000 in it. And when I walked out the door, she knew I was going into a dangerous situation and didn't know if she'd ever see me again. Sometimes I'd come home that night. Other times it'd be a month before I come home. I hope that sometime I can come here and bring my wife with me, because she goes with me into these maximum security men's prisons, and she gives her testimony of what it was like living with me. Because I was mean. I was mean to her. I was evil. I was heavily into pornography from the time I was 8 till I was 40. I mean, and I'd have 2 or 3 girlfriends at the same time, and I'd still go pick up hookers, and I'd go home to my wife, and I took diseases home to my wife. I took all kinds of trash home to my wife, and she got into a world of perversion she never even knew existed when she married me, because of my years and years of pornography and all the stuff I got into. And when she goes with me and gives her testimony of how God restored our marriage, because there was no hope for our marriage. Our marriage was over. And we've watched over the last 25 years, my wife and I pray for marriages today. And we've watched God restore marriages. This last summer, we got to witness 2 marriages that were, one had been divorced 3 years and one been divorced 2.5 years. And we never stopped praying for those marriages, and we got to see them remarry this summer. Amen. So God restores. God is in the business. God is a God of restoration, guys. And the Bible says He'll restore the years the cankerworm has eaten. All the years that you've wasted, all the years that have been burned up, God will restore them to you. In your last days, He'll restore them. And He loves you guys. He's got a plan for your life. And His plan is not for you to be locked up, I can tell you that. And if you are locked up, His plan's for you to be serving Him and loving Him, because He loves you more than anything in the world.